the Songaminute Man book review. I recently met up with Simon McDermott, author of the Songaminute Man, for an interview for an upcoming podcast, The School of Hope.
Yeah, that was me asking for help. That was kind of like I'm right at the bottom of the barrel. There's nothing else I can give really, so I don't know what to do. I really did not know what to do. And if I could escape whatever that was, I would have taken that way.
To prepare for the interview, I decided to read his book. In fact, it's the first book I've read since I published my very own book, Choosing to Stay. So reading the Songaminute Man from a writer's perspective is a completely different feel altogether. Now, the book starts with the scene from the Pride of Britain Awards, where the McDermotts won the award for raising money and awareness for the Alzheimer's Society, an incredible achievement. From a video of the family having a rare good day, with Ted McDermott singing in the car.
When will you be mine? Tell me quando.
Went on to have millions and millions of views all over the world. It generated £150,000 for the Alzheimer's Society and hundreds and thousands of people reaching out to Simon, sharing their own pain and struggle having been affected by Alzheimer's disease. This book is more than a book about dementia. It shares the story of a man who is now known globally as the Songaminute Man, a man who has forgotten who his family is, a man who doesn't know who his wife and son are, yet a man who can still sing and hit the perfect note. It goes into his childhood, which truly gives an appreciation for the musician Ted McDermott really is. From a young age, following his own father, Ted loved the stage. He loved entertaining and he loved the spotlight. Reading the book, I get a full appreciation of how hard he worked to master his art. He spent hours and hours learning songs, new songs for the time, as well as older songs. It's no accident he went on to be called the Songaminute Man. He really knew every single song around. Yet it's a reminder that we often see the end result of a success story, that overnight success headline we often see in the media. Yet we don't see the graft and years of mastery, of practice, of dedication, of sacrifice. In Ted McDermott's case, it took 8 decades to make it big. It's clear he had a dream to make it as a musician from such a young age. Reading the book was emotional as it followed his story of him following his dream. You read the breakthroughs he had from joining a band and the opportunities that came with that, but then you read the setbacks, the heartbreak, and the fallout. There's a moment that shows how pride and ego can ruin something so great and take someone on a completely different path altogether. The book, set across several periods of time, gives you a real sense of history, even though the world is very different now from the world that Ted grew up in the 50s and the aftermath of the war. We no longer have to do military service of the kind Ted went through, yet music and entertainment is a thread that continues to live on. The book goes on to talk about the devastating effects of Alzheimer's, the rage, the violence, the anger, yet it also shares the struggle to find out what was actually going on when the first signs of forgetfulness appeared. But the book is also full of love and hope, with story after story. The story of the phone call to the Alzheimer's helpline, which became a pivotal moment, the same helpline that Simon would then go on and raise all that money for. We learn about Linda, Simon's mum, who lives and goes through every single moment, both good and bad, with her husband, Ted. Her strength and determination can be seen from the moment she met Ted. We get to read the behind the scenes of what happened following the popularity of the videos, when the world's media got in touch, and the record deal that followed, the crowd-funded album, as well as all the money that was raised for the Alzheimer's Society. One message that comes through strongly is that even though a family might be falling apart from a terrible disease, there are moments to hold on to, and paradoxically, these moments bring the family closer together. The Songaminute Man's story is one that resonates with families across the world, which we've seen from the response. This book is fully recommended. If you want to see my interview with Simon McDermott, please subscribe to my channel, as the video will be coming out very soon.
Yeah, that was me asking for help. That was kind of like I'm right at the bottom of the barrel. There's nothing else I can give really, so I don't know what to do. I really did not know what to do. And if I could escape whatever that was, I would have taken that way out, because it was just like the abuse we were getting. The only thing that kept me not from doing anything stupid was the fact that I was worried about Mum. If Mum wasn't there, I'd have easily just